So welcome to my living room. Some of you have been here, some of you have not. But tonight, I just thought I wanted to do something for, well, I wanted to play. So, but I thought, well, if I played and I had a good cause, that would make me do this. So what we did is I talked to some friends I went to high school with who run the food pantry in Bristol. So that is where you send it. But I'm getting organized, sorry. But it's the food bank on Wood Street in Bristol. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll hold it up periodically throughout the day, and it's also on the Facebook stream. So hi, Robin. Okay, I think without any further ado, what I'm going to do is there will be some people in the audience tonight who probably haven't heard me play since the 70s. So I will do a couple of songs that they probably heard me do then, and probably none of you else have heard. But and then we're just going to do this because this is good. Yeah. Okay. So let me see what we're doing. So the first song, I was just going to do a few originals from back in the day. The first one, I think a lot of you guys have heard, and it's just called Copper Bird. So here goes. Copper birds is on my window frame, it's peeking in for your first name. I cried out for you to be still as it called your name from my windowsill, saying hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. I walk along the floor at night within the cars, I see a light, and he cries it just the same and continues to call your name. And it's hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. I had a dream 3 times this week, I woke up and it left me weak, left me scared out for my life, and I try to catch that falling knife. And it's hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Started to play on my guitar, I never managed to get too far. All you right was what I heard, your name is spoken by that damn bird. And it's hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. The desk to me, it didn't bite, I sat down, began to write. Letters were addressed to you, and I asked why you left her too. And it's hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. The desk to me, it didn't bite, I sat down, began to write. I'm busy, but throughout my head it's swirling what that bird had said. She said hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Silence spoke for you well know, love was never meant to grow. Died with innocent, never showed. Hey ho, hey ho. And it's hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. And it's hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. So that was the Copper Bird, and I wrote that probably when I was about 17. And I hope that the audio is, if I'm going in and out of the mic, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that was a song from back in the day. So, but I'll tell you a little bit about the food bank while I'm standing here waiting for my next song to come up. The food bank is in Bristol, and it's across from the yoga studio. If you guys, a lot of you guys go to the yoga studio. It's the Bristol Borough Community Action Group, and it serves about 8,000 families a year, which is, you know, great. And it is Bucks County's busiest food bank. So they don't have much of an overhead because it's strictly volunteer. So, and the people who do it, I went to high school with Jeff Fisher and his wife Helen are, you know, people who do the bulk of the work up on this end, and Jim Glagowski, who I went to high school with, does a lot of the business and gets the operations running. So they are the ones who are responsible for 8,000 households having enough food. So anything that you can donate, there's a bunch of buttons. I put a bunch of different buttons out all over. We've already had like a really great response, which is great, but more is even better. And if you wanted to make in-kind contributions, there's the hours of the food bank. I happen to have a sign for that as well. Is Monday through Monday is closed. Tuesday through Thursday is 10 to 2, and Friday is 10 to 12:30. So there's also a phone number, which you could call if you wanted to make a drop off and get more information. They have a pretty robust COVID-19 protocol going on there, so you don't have to worry, and they could tell you how you can make your donations or make your pickup if there's people out there who actually could benefit from their services as well. They have worked out a really good protocol so that to keep you safe and to keep them safe and everything else. So that's a little bit about the food bank. We'll talk about it more as the evening progresses here. I'm going to do just one other song that is from back in the day. Let me just see what I'm doing over here. This is the part that I'm not getting organized with already, but this song's called La Madrugada, and it's Spanish for the dawn, and I wrote it, I guess, in probably my first year in college, so it's just about one of those bad nights that you have, so but late before when the morning comes and dawn is just a dream. Sacred flows your light about, and it's floating through a stream. Our sunlight save me from the night. I told the stars and the heavens my light. Oh my God, take me through this just right, because nothing is going right. These the sun don't come with tears, I don't need them today. Just come and kill my nighttime, but please, I'm saying please don't go away. All sunlight, save me from the night. I told the stars and the heavens like light. Oh my God, take me through this just right, because nothing's going right. I love you, son, and you it will be that in my way mine. My eyes are shut and my thoughts may flee, but even my thinking is taking time. Our sunlight, save me from the night. I told the stars and the heavens like light. Oh my God, take me through this just right, because nothing is going right. Okay, so that was La Madrugada, kind of like probably more like a drama queen in college, but I'm sorry.
Mike,
Into it or out of it?
on.
It is. Oh, it's not on. Oh. Thank you. Oh wow, this is going to become a lot louder. I hope. This is good though. Okay. So anyway, the next song I was going to do is actually on. I'm Mindy. I don't know that I even said that. I'm sorry. I'm Mindy, and I'm a member of a band called the River Drivers. And even though we can't get together to play very much at all for the duration of our social distancing, we have recently put out an album in the fall. And this next song is actually on it. It's a Tim Stafford song. Actually, I'm going to do like 2 in a row from this record. I'll spring the next one on you later. But and just we're the River Drivers. I didn't put our information up there, but if you just go to theriverdrivers.com/music, there's all kinds of links to all of our streaming music, and if you wanted to get a record, they're there as well. So, yeah, Bandcamp, Spotify, wherever you want, it's all up there. So it's theriverdrivers.com/music, and that'll take you right to the page. So, so the first song from that record that I was going to do is Union Man, and here it goes. Oh, no, not yet. I have nobody here to remind me to put capos on and take them off, so this could get hairy, okay? So.
Dark and dusty mine. It's been my occupation. Now I walk that picket line. I was down in bloody Harlan when they tried to organize. The miners faced starvation. You could see it in their eyes. The many miners died, they said. They had come to kill the unions, but they lost their lives instead. And it's which side are you on, boy? Which side are you on? You're either for the rich man or the union standing strong. I came to New York City in the year of 43. We were fighting Hitler's army in the war across the sea. But they would not hire a miner to do a workman's job. At 50 cents an hour, my pockets they will rob. I'll never trust a rich man for as long as I draw breath. To keep his golden mansions, he'll starve your son to death. And it's which side are you on, boy? Which side are you on? You're either for the rich man or the union standing strong. And when my life is over, don't mourn my passing long. Just organize resistance and keep the union strong. And here's to every miner who dares to take a stand, who lives to feed his family, but then dies a union man. And it's which side are you on, boy? Which side are you on? You're either for the rich man or the union standing strong. Which side are you on, boy? Which side are you on? You're either for the rich man or the union standing strong.
So I hope that wasn't too loud. Okay. So anyway, so that's Union Man. That's a Tim Stafford song. It's just a really great song. The let's see if I should be saying hi to people. I'm not sure how to scroll this, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but oh well. Anyway, so okay, we'll just assume that there's people there. The next song is actually the title cut from the record, and it's called Big Oak Road. And it's the story of my dad growing up in the Fallsington area in the 1930s, and they had it pretty rough. He was the youngest of 10, and anyway, so this song, I got a lot of songs from him over the past couple years. He gave me a lot of like oral history, and it was just really kind of cool to connect on that level. And so this was approved by him, and oh my God, I almost put it in the wrong key, but this will sound a lot better in this key. So, Big Oak Road, which is the name of the road.
Get up, Paul, it's past 4:30, and their names are frying on the stove. Bud and Frank, they left early, walking down to Big Oak Road. All day long behind the tractors, all night long walking the floor. Their legs are tired, their minds racing, their bones ache and their muscles are sore on Big Oak Road. Big Oak Road. You can make 35 cents an hour before that school bell even rings. It's hard to stay awake after lunchtime. Got to see what tomorrow will bring. At 16, picking tomatoes, hoping to Campbell's in Camden tonight. That big old truck squeezes through the toll booths. One last run before good night on Big Oak Road. Big Oak Road. At 17, picking cabbage, bag 'em up and throw 'em on the truck, and haul 'em up to New York City. See what they'll bring you down at the docks. Out of the fields to buy a Pepsi, general store at the fork in the road. You met your sweetheart, she's eating ice cream under the tree on Big Oak Road. Big Oak Road. Big Oak Road. At 18, school's finally over. No work here but to farm for the kings. Never go down and join the Coast Guard. They can teach that farm boy to swim from Big Oak Road. Big Oak Road. Big Oak Road. Big Oak Road.
So that's Big Oak Road. Almost lost my pick on that one, but anyway, so let me just see what I can do over here, if I can do anything. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything. It's kind of disturbing because this is in a different time and place than I am. Oh wow, okay, I see. Hello everybody, hello Cookie, hello Ellen. Now I see people. Hi Kathy, Marianne, I'm so sorry that this sounds like the roll call. I'm gonna laugh every time I see that again, so okay. So anyway, Christine, hi Sherry. Oh, Sherry from Las Vegas, hello, I hope all's well over there. Jim, Tom, okay, I'll stop now, but at least, maybe I shouldn't have looked there. Maybe it made me nervous now, but anyway, so that was a song, like I said, about my dad growing up, and you guys who know me will know that I lost my dad right before Christmas, and he was the one that I used to bounce all my songs off of. So I would write a song, I'd get real excited, I'd take it over, or more times than not, I would make a demo CD and he would throw it in his car CD player, and he would drive to my aunt's or whatever and listen to it, and then he would give me the feedback on it, you know. So so I lost my my song helper too, besides everything else. But anyway, so this is a song though that I wrote about my dad and our, you know, how he helped me. So let's try this. Okay, this is pretty recent. Can you come and help me out? My car door's wrapped around a tree. Sure, you smiled and asked me how the hell, but you never lost faith in me. You just say, hey, you're doing okay. Can you come and help me out? I bit off more than I could chew. You drove across the state that night. I guess you already knew, 'cause you said, hey, you're doing okay. Can you come and help me out? My tomatoes have a blight. My guitar has got a buzz, and my song's not sounding right. And he'd say, hey, you're doing okay. And he'd say, hey, you're doing okay. Can you come and help me out? I'm writing cards to all who came. They would sit a while and ask, are you doing okay? And I'd say, yeah, I'm doing okay. And I'd say, yeah, doing okay. So that is called Hey, You're Doing Okay. It's about my dad. So I'll lighten it up here a little bit. This song is, when we first started the band, we put out our record, and right after that, Marion, who has a house in Ardra in Ireland, had made it so that we could go and play at the Cup of Tea Festival, which is a really great festival in Donegal. And I was a little nervous about it, so I wrote a song. I'm sure you guys have heard me do that whole spiel before, but it's true. And sometimes I still feel this way, you know, like I'm still kind of, you know, feeling this way. But anyway, so it was on our way to Donegal. Feel free to sing along, play along, whatever. How I came to sing here, cannot really say. I've been singing Irish songs as long as I can play. I got married for a surname, Ryan in between, but I feel like an imposter when I try to wear the green. We're on our way to Donegal, our way to Donegal. We are wayfaring strangers on our way to Donegal. Trad players, they all shake their heads, look at me askance, but they know that I can play the tunes and I am loath to dance. And God forbid I drink a beer, I'm as dry as Albert Hall. I guess I'm just a Yankee on my way to Donegal. We're on our way to Donegal, our way to Donegal. We are wayfaring strangers on our way to Donegal. No, I never
never went to Kaylee, just a March parade or two. But I always called Alton's, they were passing through. No, I'll never miss a session, though it be snow or rain. And I'll surely be an order for that cup of tea again. We're on our way to Donegal, our way to Donegal. We are wayfaring strangers on our way to Donegal. No, I never played a Boro, I still pronounce it wrong. But hand me down my Martin and I will sing a song. I can't sing about your troubles, I know all your happy songs. But I am a beguiler, not sure where I belong. We're on our way to Donegal, our way to Donegal. We are wayfaring strangers on our way to Donegal. So from the hills of West Virginia, we're driving through the pines. I'll play those songs you handed down, some about the mines. I'll even try a hornpipe, I'll try to play them all, with my wayfaring strangers on our way to Donegal. We're on our way to Donegal, our way to Donegal. We are wayfaring strangers on our way to Donegal. Our way to Donegal, our way to Donegal. We are wayfaring strangers on our way to Donegal. Speaking of which, we actually were on our way to Donegal this year. We even had our plane tickets all purchased, and we were going to head to the cup of tea, but there's always next year. So there's bigger things going on in the world right now. So anyway, should I say more about the food bank? The whole purpose of tonight, major purpose, besides like maybe just giving me something to do on a, and what night is it? Friday night, right? I didn't want to pull Kevin there. It's Friday night, and so the main purpose is to kind of raise awareness of the need to support our local food banks. And this one in particular is for Bristol's main food bank, and anything that you can do or give would be great. I made a sign with the givebucks.org, which I think is like such a great URL, because you know it's kind of appropriate, so, and on all levels. But so what I'm going to do next is a Jillian Welch song called Annabelle, and doing okay. All right. Are we done yet? I don't know. No, I guess not. Okay. I don't know. Okay. All right. Hi, Victoria. Nice to virtually meet you. Maybe someday I'll meet you. Okay, so let's, we're going to head out into Annabelle here. I don't know if I fingerpick this or not. Wait a minute. I don't think I do. Okay. I'm going to use a pick, I think. Okay. You kind of like forget all these things that you really need to remember. Maybe I should write that on my songbook, like whether I use a pick. These 20 acres, one ginny mule from the Alabama Trust. Half of all the cotton, third of all the corn. We get a handful of dust. We cannot have all things to please us, no matter how we try. But when we've all gone down to Jesus, we can surely wonder why. I have a daughter, call her Annabelle. She's the apple of my eye. I tried to give her something I'll never have. Wanna see her cry. We cannot have all things to please us, no matter wonder why. And when I'm dead and buried, I'll take a hard life of tears from every day I've ever owned. Anna's in the churchyard, she's got no life at all, only got these words in stone. We cannot have all things to please us, no matter how we try. If we leave all, go down to Jesus, we can surely wonder why. We can surely wonder why. Anyway, that's a beautiful song. Some people give it a little more justice than that. Let me just see.
Yeah, Marion, next year for sure we will get to our draw again. But maybe, did you say something like they were going to do something virtually or something? Or, I don't know, we'll talk about that later, I guess. But yeah, a lot of good music festivals are, just changing. In fact, just today I got notice of another one, the one that's a bluegrass one up in central Pennsylvania, Smoke and Jam. They're going to start planning 2021, so, that's, just got to look ahead, not behind. But anyway, so this is one of my most recent songs. I guess, yeah, right. I know when I wrote it. I wrote it February 1st because February 1st was the 60th anniversary of the Greensboro 4, which is 4 college students who sat down at an all-white counter in a Woolworths in North Carolina, and they were not served, and they mounted a massive amount of support from the other students. They every day more and more would come, and they would sit down, and until there were hundreds and thousands, not hundreds of thousands, hundreds or thousands or whatever, a lot of people, and it's really started the whole movement, which unfortunately needs still more work, but anyway, so this is the one of the most important sit-ins. It's called the Greensboro 4, and you guys got to do me a favor here. We've never been able to do this like together as a band, and I have like thoughts in my head about how I would like this done, which sometimes work and sometimes don't, but there's a chorus, and the chorus is like really easy to sing, and it should be sung by like more than one person, but like Ange doesn't sing, and Sadie would only howl, so it's me, and you guys. So like if you can sing this, not only sing this chorus, but I want it sung at the end in a round, okay? So this is a lot of homework, but so if we get to, okay, this is the chorus, okay?
Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up.
So that's your part. But when you do the first, 4 sat down, just wanna have a cup, if there's more than 2 of you in a room and the other person would want to sing, maybe they could start singing after that first line, and it would be really cool. Or if you want to sing in a round with me, I'll never hear it, but you can tell me if it sounded good or not. So, and then if it works and it ends up on our next record like that, you'll know that you all had input into this, okay? So if you want. So anyway, so this is a song called Greensboro 4.
Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. Four walked in, not looking for a fight, just a cup of coffee from that counter so white. But no one would serve them, they told them to go, but they would not bow down to that old Jim Crow. the store. The cops got out and they walked through the door. They looked all around but they made no arrest. There's no law saying that a man can't protest. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. In rolled the cameras, they were filming toward TV. Four college students sitting peaceful as can be. The movements to spread from the south to the north, but it started there in that old Woolworth store. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. Half a year later, when our college was on break, the manager of Woolworths, he knew what was at stake. He asked three black employees to pull up the counter stool. He served them coffee, they were changing the rules. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up.
So did you do it? Did you guys sing it around? Was it good? Did anybody say anything? I don't know. Hi, Mary. Hi, Shelley. Okay. I'm assuming that that went well. But, okay. Ooh, I think I was going to skip this one. I have all kinds of markings on the things, ones I thought I should skip and ones I shouldn't, so I'm actually going to skip this one. I'm going to drink a drink away from the mic, hopefully. Excuse me. I have no idea how people drink in front of a mic without making noise, so I'm trying. But another thing, I guess Ange probably remember this, but was turning off the heater, but you know, he's in there, so I won't hear that. We have a really loud heater, and when it turns on, it's like a jet taking off. And so I have a note to myself to turn off the heater. So I guess I don't need that note anymore, but okay. Anyway, so the next song is actually a song also from the new record. And this actually is a song, did you get it? Thank you. Is a song that, whoops, I am going to cover this. It's a song, thanks. I got sounds coming from everywhere. This is a song actually that Kevin sings, and you'll find out why probably when I start to sing it. But it was a song that we collaborated on and we wrote. It's called The Children's March, and it's about Mother Jones. And Mother Jones was a union activist. She was from Ireland. But she came over here and she was fighting against child labor and conditions in mines and things like that. Well, she organized a march of children from the factories in Kensington, and she was going to take them up and show them to the factory owners in New York State and New York City. And anyway, so this is the song about that whole thing, and it wasn't a success, but it wasn't a failure. It was a success in that it led to other changes later on. But anyway, so you'll probably get the long version of this because I don't have it marked off what we don't. So you're going to hear the hidden verses of this probably. Let's see. Okay.
From Kensington up to New York City, with drum and fife and help of the citizens on the way, she gave those rich men pause. Pray for the dead, fight like hell for the living. That's what she said. She just ain't forgiving anymore. She just declared war. No child shall be slaughtered on the altar of coffin. bury their families so hard hit by the mines. But it happened all the time. Pray for the dead, fight like hell for the living. That's what she said, and she just ain't forgiving anymore. She just declared war. Where all the papers, she called them all out. Can't help you, ma'am, I got no clout, so take your walk. The mill owners own all the stock. Pray for the dead, fight like hell for the living. That's what she said, and she just ain't forgiving anymore. She just declared war. 10,000 children on strike from the factories. $2 a week they were sold the manufacturers to the man, but they on the installment plan. Pray for the dead, fight like hell for the living. That's what she said, and she just ain't forgiving anymore. She just declared war. From Bristol to Marsville to the city of Princeton, with drum and fife and the help of the citizens on the way, they just got one chance to play. Pray for the dead, fight like hell for the living. That's what she said, and she just ain't forgiving anymore. She just declared war. To Oyster Bay to see Mr. President, babes who sold the linens and made carpets for his residence at the shore. But he just slammed the door. Pray for the dead, fight like hell for the living. That's what she said, and she just ain't forgiving anymore. She just declared war. She just declared war. Yeah, she just declared war. So anyway, so you got to hear the hidden verses of that, and one that was totally new. So we won't go into that. The nice thing about singing songs that you wrote or you wrote with other people is that, you know, there's only a few people who know when you do it right or when you do it wrong. So anyway, so anyway, the next song, I have a lot of skip songs here. What time is it? It's not time yet. Okay. So I think the next song that I'll do, yeah, I'm going to do a song that I wrote. Again, it's from some oral history my dad gave me. It's called The Flying Dutchman, and it's about a homeless man in Fallsington where they were growing up, and everybody kind of watched out for him. You know, I mean, you know, some people were mean, but this is one of my dad's favorite songs for some reason. Like he said, you know, it has everything. It has like man's humanity towards man, and it has I don't know. He went off on a riff about how he liked it. So I'll play this one. I think this will be good. This is called The Flying Dutchman, and that was just a name that they gave to this man who lived, kind of made a home for himself, like in the side of a hill underneath the railroad tracks. So here's The Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman would run, flare, run. He never hurt no one. He pulled his cart with those two wood wheels, carrying everything he owned. A couple pieces of threadbare blanket, a shirt, some sticks and some cans. It doesn't matter what you're holding in your hands. A man's a man. In a cave on the edge of town, right to the railroad yard. He never talked much to anyone, and he always stood his guard. But the boys, they would taunt and tease him, they would never understand. It doesn't matter what you're holding in your hands. A man's a man. Van Aken owned the general store, but he would not sell cigarettes. He said if God wanted man to smoke, he'd stick a smokestack on his head. But he was kind to him, he watched out for him, he would always lend a hand. It doesn't matter what you're holding in your hands. A man's a man. Martha did not have too much once her husband was gone. She had 10 young mouths to feed and the rent to put down. But the Dutchman knew she was good for a cold drink, bread and some jam. It doesn't matter what you're holding in your hands. A man's a man. One winter's day when the cold wind howled, he just didn't come around. They never saw him again in town, and the rumors did abound. Did his cave collapse? Did they run him off? Was this part of the plan? It doesn't matter what you're holding in your hands. A man's a man. So they never did really find out what happened to him, but they did never see him again. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a cover in here. Jim, thanks for giving some background there on the EBCAG. And I was floored to see how many people that they were helping each year. It's phenomenal. 8,000 households. It's great. But anyway, I think I'm going to do a cover. Everybody has their heroes, their musical heroes, and Bob Dylan's one of mine. And this is probably a song that I would have been playing back in the 70s as well. And I probably haven't played it since then, so a couple times. But anyway, let's see what happens. Go away from my window, leave at your own chosen speed. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone, never weak but always strong. Protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to care for you and more, but it ain't me, babe. Said no, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go lightly from the ledge, babe. Go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one you want, babe. I will only let you down. You say you're looking for someone who will promise never to part. Someone to close her eyes for you. Someone to close her heart. Someone who'll die for you and more. But it ain't me, babe. I said no, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go melt back in the night, babe. Everything inside is made of stone. Ain't nothing in here moving. And anyway, I'm not alone. You say you're looking for someone to pick you up each time you fall. To gather flowers constantly and to come each time you call. A lover for your life and nothing more. But it ain't me, babe. I said no, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. I said no, 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 it ain't me, babe. Said no, 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 it ain't me, babe. Said no, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Little Bob Dylan in there. Let me see. Hi, Carol. Oh, great! I'm so glad. I have another Dylan song. Maybe I'll do a little bit later, but I'm glad you like that one. I like that one too. So anyway, this next song is a song I wrote, and we put out actually as a single between the two records, but we did include it on this last record, Big Oak Road, and it's a song about the women in a paramilitary group called Cumanaban, which in Gaelic I think translates to Fellowship of Women or League of Women, and it was about these women who actually fought for Ireland's independence and for some reason got lost to history. I think it, had to do with the whole male thing, but anyway. And recently, though, their contribution, has been shed some light upon, and anyway, so this is called Cumanaban, and it's been a while since I did that like by myself. It's been like a really long time since I did this, like played totally by myself. I was trying to remember when it was, and it had to be. I was in my 30s, and I was doing like a fundraiser for a hospital, and actually I don't know if she's on here, but Patty, if you're on here, it was actually over at Silver Lake. It was on a truck bed, and that was probably the last time I played by myself. I've played since then with people, and that's a lot less scary, just so y'all know. If somebody's got your back all the time, it's like, But the nice thing about doing these songs is you don't know if I get them wrong or not. So assume that everything is going well. Cumanaban, sorry. The Countess, by her example, grabbed a pistol by the handle. Her fortune's left in the shambles. Her husband left to ramble. Coming upon, coming upon, coming upon, coming upon. Our nation, we will free you. Our workers, we will lead you. Our poor, we will feed you. Irish women, we need you. Dr. Lynn saw the writing. It will take more than fighting. Stood strong at the uprising. Collective consciences enlightened. Coming on, coming on, coming on, coming on. Nurse O'Farrell, she told James Conley, I'll take that white flag upon me. But when she stepped out of that photo, her contribution could not show through. Coming on, coming on, coming on, coming on. Raw spirit trumps her beauty. A free nation is a duty. If your prisons can consume me, have the decency to shoot me. Coming on, coming on, coming on, coming on. Coming on, coming on, coming on, coming on. So that was coming on. Anyway, everybody's still hanging in there. I think so. I can't tell. I'm not very good at this. The next song is she'll speak into the microphone. The next song is a Jean Ritchie song, and those that know me will know that I spent some time in West Virginia, and a lot of the songs from down there are just so beautiful and pretty, and they kind of get under your skin. And this is one that did. Jean Ritchie wrote it from the viewpoint of a woman whose husband was killed in a mining disaster. It's not a happy song, but anyways, West Virginia mining disaster. I need to drink water. It's funny with this whole setup. I don't know where to look. I don't know. I think it's up here. I'm sure it is. But I'm looking at all these other things, and I'm not sure I'm in the right place. But so if I don't look at people, I'm not being antisocial. Or maybe I am. But anyway, West Virginia mining disaster. So did you see him walking? Was early this morning. Passed by your house on his way to the coal. He was tall, he was slender, and his dark eyes so tender. Occupation was mining, West Virginia was his home. It was just about noon. I was feeding the children that mostly came running to give me the news. Number 8 is all flooded, many men are in danger. I don't know their numbers, but I fear they're all doomed. So I picked picked up the baby and I left all the others to comfort each other and pray for our own. There's Jimmy 14 and there's John not much younger. Soon their own time be coming to go down that black hole. Now if I had the money to do more than just feed them, I'd get them good learning, the best I could find. And when they grew up, they'd be checkers and weighers, and not spend their time in the dark of the mines. So what do I tell to my 3 little children? And what should I tell his dear mother at home? And what should I say to my heart that's clear broken? My heart that's clear broken 'cause my baby, she's gone. So did you see him walking? Was early this morning. He passed by your house on his way to the coal. He was tall, he was slender, and his dark eyes so tender. Occupation was mining, West Virginia was his home. Anyway, so that's West Virginia mining disaster. Okay. Hi, Emma. Hi, say hi to my son. Let's see. I'll speed it up a little bit because that's probably the time to do that. But first, we should have a public service announcement. And the reason that we're doing this here today is to raise money for the Bristol Boro Action Group's food bank. And there's links on the invite. There's links all over the place. You can go to givebucks.org and donate. You can send to 99 Wood Street. If you had in-kind donations, you could call this number, the 215-785-3296, not now, but like during the day. And they would tell you what time would be maybe good to do a drop-off. If you need help, if you want, to avail yourself of their services, these are the times as well. So, feel free. And, we're just really trying to make a difference and help them to help everybody who needs it right now, which is a lot of people. So, so if you could, anybody who can, give, that would be excellent. So, okay, and the next song is a song, it's on the new album, and it's called Si Se Puede, and it's about the formation of the United Farm Workers Union, but it's about that whole period in time in the early 60s that was, we boycotted grapes, we boycotted lettuce, we were trying to raise awareness of the plight of the migrant workers, and so anyway, I wrote this song called Si Se Puede, and that's what I'll do for you now. It's a little happier than the last one. So. I'll change it. Sun dripped gold on the graves that year. More graves to the vine, more crates to the pier. No extra gold for the farmer in pay. No extra gold and no minimum wage. No extra gold and no minimum wage. Don't buy the grapes, don't drink the wine. Don't load the crates, don't cross the line. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, it can be done. Nothing to drink but the sun bearing down. Hours spent bent, the sweat pouring down. Hot metal shack for $2 a day. We want respect and decent pay. We need respect and decent pay. Don't buy the grapes, don't drink the wine. Don't load the crates, don't cross the line. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, it can be done. Growers get angry, so they send in the boys. Smash ballot boxes and make lots of noise. We won't give up, we will never give in. We need a union, a strike, and a win. We need a union, a strike, and a win. Don't buy the grapes, don't drink the wine. Don't load the crates, don't cross the line. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, it can be done. Chavez went down with the crates to the port, asked the longshoremen to lend their support. 1,000-ton grain crates to rot in the sun. Our pride was crushed by every ton. Our pride was crushed by every ton. Don't buy the grapes, don't drink the wine. Don't load the crates, don't cross the line. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, it can be done. So that's si se puede. Ooh, I don't know about this one either. Oh, thanks, Andrew. If I had known, I would have dedicated it to you. But that's all. We did that for Andrew, so okay. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Angie. Hi, Jason. Okay, so okay, let's see. Okay, so we have to actually like move on here, right? Okay. We've got like 20 minutes left and about like 4 hours of music here. So let me look at this here. I think okay. I'm gonna skip the sad, and I'm gonna go to this is I probably regret this, but this is a kind of a stupid song that I don't know that anybody's heard. I think Marion may have heard it. But I wrote it about several years back when there was this big magnetic storm in the sun, and we were supposed to be able to see the northern lights all the way down into New Jersey. And I've always wanted to see the northern lights, so Mike and Ange and I jumped in the car and we drove off into New Jersey, and everything in this song is true. It all happened, and
and if you stay to the end, you'll get to hear if we saw the Northern Lights or not. But there may be a reason I never did this in public, but let's see. That could be it. Let's see. That's it.
Took a little ride on the New Jersey line. Wanna see those northern lights just shining in the sky. Traveling down the road until we hit a place we could step outside and stare up into space. But the aurora was invisible, the sky was much too bright. They headed onward eastward, still staring at the light. We found an open field at the end of a dirt road. Crops were all plowed under and the rows had all been hoed. Stood there staring, waiting with bated breath, but a foghorn bled and scared us half to death. But the aurora must have hid behind that densely rolling shroud. Window of opportunity now lost behind the clouds. So on down Jersey back roads to the Pine Barrens we drove. Came upon a baseball field next to a little cove. Staring at the stars, we heard this awful noise, and a pack of dogs came running at my boys. But the aurora still played hard to get and hid well from our eyes. We headed onward eastward, still staring at the sky. So growing ever darker, but still we held high hopes. Solar flare was coming, I could feel it in my bones. Finally found the place where we could see aurora flashing, but the cops came by because we were trespassing. Now if you want to see those northern lights, northward you must ride. Labrador, Nova Scotia, on the Prince Edward Isle. We clearly love the Garden State, but it's just plain to see we'll never see the aurora in New Jersey.
So that's kind of a stupid song about seeing the Northern Lights or not seeing the Northern Lights in New Jersey. And Michael will attest to the fact that all of that was true. You could ask Ange, everybody. It's all true. But anyway, I think, okay, I am going to do, since we're all kind of here in the same boat, I did write a song about the pandemic, and like I write a lot of songs that are parodies, and I just couldn't do it about the pandemic. It's just I couldn't do it. So I can't do that either. But this is a song I wrote about these uncharted seas that we're on right now.
Hold on tight, we're flying blind. We always knew they were selling us lies. Wished I had hugged you one final time before sailing these uncharted seas. Not going down for the third time, not waiting to see if they throw us a line. We always knew what we need to survive while sailing these uncharted seas. I'll never take you for granted again. Should've stayed on for that final amen. But I'll always remember the hours we spent while sailing these uncharted seas. Seasons change quickly in front of our eyes. Snow got so deep that it covered the lies. Knew we were in for one final time while sailing these uncharted seas. So now as we put out one final plea, stop this insanity and listen to me. This cup won't pass quickly or easily. We're sailing these uncharted seas. We're sailing these uncharted seas.
So we are definitely sailing uncharted seas. I will pick it up from here though. Oh yeah, you know, this is a good one. This is a song that we actually just put out, like, you know, like I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And it's called Did You Vote? And the funny thing is we're going to be playing it on Facebook, and they won't let me promote this song. And we went back and forth, and why not, and all this, and it came down to that they say that this song, they were afraid, would influence the election, which is really funny because all it's telling people to do is vote, which absolutely influences elections if you vote. So this song is just really we wrote it. This is another collaboration between Kevin and myself. We wrote it to get the vote out, but also in commemoration of the centennial of the 19th Amendment. But anyway, so this is called Did You Vote? Get a rhythm going.
They called her suffragette, and did she suffer? Yes, she did it all so you could vote. She was energized so you could exercise your right to vote. But did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? In 1848 they went to New York State. They knew they had to get the vote. She shouted down the man, just to be sure you can, to be sure you had the right to vote. But did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? She had to lead the fight. She went on hunger strike. She took a hose up through her nose. She stood in picket lines. Her cause was genuine, you know. She had to get the vote. But did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? Susan B. Anthony and others led the way. They did it all so you could vote. They had to organize, they could not compromise. They knew you had to get the vote. But did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? So quit wasting time votes. Stand in that line. Stand in that line and cast your votes. Before hell breaks loose, there'll be no more excuses. Power up and cast your votes. Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote?
Did you vote? You gotta vote. Everybody's gotta vote. You gotta get everybody out to vote. Okay, so that's my public service announcement. We'll do one more of these too. So raising money today for the BBCAG Food Bank on Wood Street, and it's the largest food bank in Bucks County, or it serves the most people, 8,000 people, 8,000 households a year are helped through them, and it's through the goodness of people like Jeff and Helen Fisher and Jim Glagowski and a lot of other people who volunteer. It's solely a volunteer venture, so know that your money is going to the people who need it. They have their COVID-19 protocol in place. They're ready for you. You can go to their website and get more information. And we are going to figure out what we're going to close with. I'm not closing yet. I'll do a couple more songs. But I was going to do, speaking about heroes. Not that we were, but I wrote a song about, it's a compilation of all the heroes in my life, all in one place, and it's another just a kind of fun song. I'm trying to keep it a little lighter than I usually am here, but I'm just going to do a song called "Be Like Kate." Kate is a real person, but she embodies all of these other people in my life that are my heroes. So this is "Be Like Kate." Oh, how I wish that I could be like Kate, cool and smart and tempting fate. My life would change if I could just be Kate. Oh, I'd pull the plug on late night Facebook. I'd drag my body into bed. I'd open up to all that life teaches. I'd listen to what Ram Dass said. Oh, I wish that I could be like Kate, cool and smart and tempting fate. My life would change if I could just be Kate. Oh, I'd find my happy place, and then I'd stay there. I'd clear these cobwebs from my mind. I will meditate, I'll go to yoga, anything to stay in line. Oh, how I wish that I could be like Kate, cool and smart and tempting fate. My life would change if I could just be Kate. Oh, I will write happy songs where no one suffers. I'll leave these minor chords behind. I'll get up early, I'll eat breakfast, anything to stay in line. How I wish that I could be like Kate, cool and smart and tempting fate. My life would change if I could just be Kate. Oh, I'll put aside my eternal longing for those things I'll never know. I'll be satisfied, I'll go on living. I'll never ramble far from home. Oh, how I wish I could be like you, never worried and never blue.
My life would change if I could just be you. Oh, 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 oh. So we could all just be like Kate, and it'll be good. But okay, like it's. Hi, Ginny. Thank you for listening. Thank you, everybody, for coming and listening. I really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope somebody else is having a lot of fun. Again, I can't stress the whole donating to the food bank enough. Oh, I gotta check and see something. There's a song that I promised somebody I would do. I don't know if he's on here, but a friend of ours from high school always wanted me to play this song. And if I play it, I'm expecting a big donation to the food bank. You know who you are. Let me just see here a second. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll end it up with one. But I'll do two more if everybody wants to stick around. If not, yeah. This is another song though I haven't played in a long time. Hi, Sadie. Hi. I don't know if you can see Sadie, but she's here. I think she's trying to tell me something, but let's see. So anyway, this is just this is a song by Jerry Jeff Walker, and I used to do it a lot. When I was a kid, when I was in my teens and 20s, and I'm gonna try it again, and then we'll take it from there. So, everybody hanging in okay? Okay. This song is a song called Bojangles. Okay. I knew a man Bojangles, and he danced a lick in worn-out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, and baggy pants. The old soft shoe, and jumped so high, then he lightly touched down. Met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. Looked to me to be the eyes of age as he spoke right out. He talked of life, laughing in his heels. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. Said his name Bojangles, and he danced a lick across the cell. Grabbed his pants, better stance, jumped so high. Then he clicked his heels. He let go a laugh, whoever it is. Then he shook back his clothes all around. Danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. Spoke with tears of 15 years, how his dog and him traveled about. His dog up and died. After 20 years, he still breathes. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. dancing out every chance in honky tonks for drinks and tips. But most of my time I spend behind these county bars as I drink a bit. Shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask him, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance.
So I don't know. Hopefully we'll get a donation for that one, but that's Jerry Jeff Walker, and it looks like it's probably about that time. Oh, okay. I Vanna is here with the sign. It says that we've raised $770 so far. So hey, this is great. We could make it an even thousand, just saying. But okay. We'll be happy. But anyway, I'm gonna end it with a song from our latest record too, and it's a song called "Going Once, Going Twice." And a lot of the songs tonight have been about my dad and about, like I said, the oral history that we had, that he, told me about, and this is the story of his parents' farm that was right in the Tarsdale area, right around Eddington, Tarsdale. And they raised their kids there, the first 9. My dad was the 10th of 10, but the first 9 were born there. And it was sold at auction for back taxes, like right before the Great Depression. So this is a song called "Going Once, Going Twice." And this is what we got. Hi, everybody. Okay, so get a rhythm going.
What will you give for a 40-acre farm? Farmhouse and livestock, orchard by the barn. Throw in the plow and the car. Who'll start bidding on this farm? It's going once, going twice sold. It's going once, going twice sold. Charlie Bond near Tarsdale got it for a song. Martha had 9 children there, 1 more came along. Dreams don't stretch out that far. Do I hear 1,000 for this farm? It's going once, going twice sold. It's going once, going twice sold. They planted beans and corn in the field out back, but they just couldn't sell enough to pay off the tax. Telling the kids was pretty hard. Do I hear 2,000 for this farm? It's going once, going twice sold. It's going once, going twice sold. Tractor was not in the cards, they used a horse and plow. And in the shadow of Billy Penn, they raised chickens and cows. But in the end they stood there arm in arm. Do I hear 3,000 for this farm? It's going once, going twice sold. It's going once, going twice sold. Peaches were their final hope, took them into town. But in 1929, no buyers came around. Fruit and hope dashed upon the ground. Do I hear 4,000 for this farm? It's going once, going twice sold. It's going once, going twice, so. It's going once, going twice, so. It's going once, going twice, so.
So that's it. That's the, that should do it for tonight, but I'm really thankful that, where am I looking? I'm really thankful that everybody, keep your hand up there, you know, listened and donated, and don't forget about the food bank. They even have, it's even more helpful, well, this is my song list, that's not helpful. It's even more helpful, darn. Okay, here it is. If you can donate on a rolling basis, on a recurring basis, they said even like $5 or $10 a month is enough to keep them through, you know, some of the long days of summer and you know, with school opening maybe, the demand increases. So, you know, don't make it a one-time only thing. You know, if you're donating money, you know, try to keep them in mind. So, but anyway, so goodbye everybody. I hope you had fun. Thank you for coming. Off.